Hi students, welcome to Bosco Campus Vision. I am Shankar Ganesh, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Application, Don Bosco College, Kottayam. I am delighted to present a lecture on the topic Knowledge and Knowledge Management, which comes under the second module of Information Systems and Knowledge Management. This lecture is meant for Semester 5 BCA course of Kerala University. In the previous lecture, we have discussed knowledge networking. Now, let us discuss SECI model. The SECI model is a well-known conceptual model that was first proposed by Nonaka. It describes how explicit and tacit knowledge is generated, transferred and recreated in organizations. While it was first proposed within the context of business organizations, the model can easily be applied to education. The SECI model explains the process of knowledge creation, conversion from tacit to explicit and back to new tacit, and its utilization in practice. The process is repetitive in nature and needs to be executed through well-defined activities called routines. This diagram illustrates the SECI model. Next, we can discuss the modes of knowledge conversion in SECI model. The SECI model consists of 4 modes of knowledge conversion. First one, socialization, that is tacit to tacit. Second one, externalization, that is tacit to explicit. Third one, combination, that is explicit to explicit. Fourth one, internalization, that is explicit to tacit. First one, socialization. This dimension explains social interaction as tacit to tacit knowledge transfer, sharing tacit knowledge face to face or through experiences. For example, meetings and brainstorm can support this kind of interaction. Since tacit knowledge is difficult to formalize and often time and space specific, tacit knowledge can be acquired only through shared experience such as spending time together or living in the same environment. Socialization typically occurs in a traditional apprenticeship where apprentices learn the tacit knowledge needed in their craft through hands-on experience rather than from written manuals or textbooks. Second one, externalization. Between tacit and explicit knowledge, by externalization, developing factors which embed the combined tacit knowledge which enable its communication. For example, concepts, images and written documents can support this kind of interaction. When tacit knowledge is made explicit, knowledge is crystallized, thus allowing it to be shared by others, and it becomes the basis of new knowledge. Concept creation in new product development is an example of this conversion process. Third one, combination. Explicit to explicit by combination, that is combining different types of explicit knowledge. For example, building prototypes. The creative use of computerized communication networks and large scale databases can support this mode of knowledge conversion. Explicit knowledge is collected from inside or outside the organization and then combined, edited or processed to form new knowledge. The new explicit knowledge is then disseminated among the members of the organization. Fourth one, internalization. Explicit to explicit by internalization, that is enclosed by learning by doing. On the other hand, explicit knowledge becomes part of an individual's knowledge and will be assets for an organization. Internalization is also a process of continuous individual and collective reflection and the ability to see connections and recognize patterns, and the capacity to make sense between fields, ideas and concepts. Next, we can discuss the advantages and disadvantages of SECI model. Advantages: it appreciates the dynamic nature of knowledge and knowledge creation. It provides a framework for management of the relevant processes. Disadvantages: it is based on a study of Japanese organizations which heavily rely on tacit knowledge. The linearity of the concept. In this lecture, we have discussed SECI model. Hope all of you have understood the lecture. Thank you.